you. So we're gonna take a caller real quick, and we will do that now. Hi, you're on the air. What's your name?
Hey, Carla.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte.
Did you hear the topic today about gang violence and, calling 911 and... No, it's not, unfortunately.
Apparently.
It's not. It's something that is happening a lot, and I actually just served a year on the federal grand jury, and I learned so much about gangs. And you think you know until you actually are there and you deal. And most of the cases we dealt with was gang cases. So this one, the other day, a 4-month-old baby was killed, unfortunately. And that's the sad thing about it. But I'm going to share with you all and explain to you guys the things I've learned about as far as gangs and the violence and things like that. So, mm-hmm. 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 That's great.
Real nice.
Right, and see that's what we want, and since there's it's such a turnaround on the 911 operators because the job can be very intense, the training, and of course you're talking people out of suicide. You're on the phone while somebody is getting attacked or somebody's breaking into the house. So that's I couldn't imagine being on the other end of the phone and I'm feeling helpless. But you have to have that strength and that voice to calm that person down, to let them know help is on the way. And, like what my friend told me, she said she got a call, a girl had hung herself and the girl was sitting in the car and she was, had slit her wrist and she was committing suicide. So there's a lot of different things that they have to hear and witness, So she says, but it's a very rewarding job, and it's like a doctor, things like that. We need people like that. So if anybody out there that's looking for a job in this economy, she said they're always hiring for 911 dispatchers. So. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the.
Hey.
But I also wanted to make a mention, and we're going to take our next caller here, Charlotte. But thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much. I want to. A lot of these things is because of parenting or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a mom of a whole bunch of kids, 5. And I was always very, I wanted to be there and whenever my kids did something that they wasn't supposed to do, like one of my sons stole $20 in the 4th grade. I didn't spank him or anything. I took him right to the police department and I said I wanted to press charges and I made a big deal about it, but that taught him something. So I went through great lengths to make for sure that my kids understood that if you mess up or if something like that happened, I'm a tough love type mom and we need more moms. And I was a mom at 15. So you can't say, well, there's a lot of young mothers out there. I was a young mother, and I was there, and I took care of my child who was a preemie baby and all that. So that's no excuse. If you make that and that happens or whatever, you have to deal with it, and that's what I did.
You gotta raise your kids right, man. You know, you can't get lazy on that.
All right, so we're gonna take another break, and you can listen and dance to part of my song. Cut it up.
Cut it up out there on the floor. Cut it up. DJ's got the club on fire. It's getting hot in her. We don't need no water, let it burn. Why is he all in my ear? His body all over my body, but it's time for a new somebody. I don't mean to be so cold, but baby boy, you got to go. Say, hey, I'm pleased to meet ya. Well, put your drink down, 'cause I wanna tease ya. Something out on the floor.